Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Love going to throw right away. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Love. He finds his man Johnson. So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Take it at the 37. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete.
Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 33 and a first. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Love from the gun.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Daniel Bellinger, the intended target that time.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Love's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Again, it's Love. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
Daniel Bellinger,
an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Giants have taken the lead.
And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Right there, hurt.
They'll run for it with Dillon. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 48 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw.
Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas got it. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here we go.
First down, going to the air with Love.
Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Set, ready, 6, 7.
Throwing again on second down. Love Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Able to find Isabella. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going back to Love. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joseph Osai in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Love. He's going to look deep down the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former Giant, James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The Eagles at 8-8 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Let's go now. 2nd and 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down.
19 Lions. Big alert, big alert.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Ready.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's intercepted.
And the Giants will take over here at their own 14-yard line. That's back-to-back drives that have looked pretty good. The offense was moving the ball, but in both cases, the defense comes up with a big INT to get off the field.
How about the layers of intrigue that continue to get added as we watch this game unfold? Both offenses, they're a little bit discouraged with how their drives ended. How will each respond now and can either mount another positive series? It ends in points for their team.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now Love. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, and a near sack. They got to him there just as he was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. Touchdown, Giants!
Daniel Bellinger with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants have cut the lead back down to 2.
Gano now to add the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Giants 20. Graham Gano to kick off 41.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
19 tight. Hey, pass. Come 19. Go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Lane. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted. Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Come, hey, move strike.
Throwing. Love.
That is caught downfield by Isabella. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds.
A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Ready, set.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Love, they go play action now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now this throw caught left side. Finding room at midfield. He's still on his feet. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards.
No surprise he was targeted on that play because you and I both know quarterbacks like guys who can catch the ball, but they actually expect that. They love the guys who do something with it after the catch.
Impressive making him miss on that tackle attempt. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch at 2nd down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because...
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Devontae Smith,
68 yards.
and the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts a deep.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Lane.
And the Giants will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, this could start getting a little more interesting.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Gano the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he rifles one incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. The incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think it's safe to say they've made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And some space here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to...
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
A big play there for Philly. 58 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Eagles get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now He's letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And now here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get... And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready? Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Julian Love picks it. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On play action. Love to throw. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, They've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Giants on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is third down and 12. Love looking to throw it. And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, here's Taylor.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond it.
Dabo reaching for that challenge flag, and he's going to have the officials review this call. So that review working out well for Brian Dable. He wins that challenge. To the right side, this is Taylor.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. He's got a man, complete. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll set up a throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their step.
He's got a man, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Elliott on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Love. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down again.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well.
James now to return it.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Off the play fake, Love. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. To throw now, here's Love. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Love to throw for it on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles come up with a late turnover. But it will primarily matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh?